Hey there, I'm Michelle Lewis of Visibility Vixen, and I am so excited to be chatting with you today about 5 things I wish someone would have told me before I began leading my company. So, are you ready to jump in? I've got a couple of great suggestions for you. The first thing I wish someone would have told me is to get your systems in place. In the beginning, you'll be tempted to piecemeal things together. I remember trying to connect Squarespace, ConvertKit, lead pages, a payment processor, and it was really frustrating because when I had a big course launch, a couple of the things didn't talk to each other correctly, and it led to a lot of frustration. The last thing you want to be doing is wasting a ton of time on the back end just trying to make something work. So I would recommend finding an all-in-one solution, something like Kajabi, Kartra, ClickFunnels, something that can put everything together for you so that you're not having to waste too much of your time. Number 2, get your URLs and trademarks in place. Most people, when they start and they're thinking and being creative, they're like, okay, I want to name my program, my product, my offer this. And they don't check to see if the URL is taken, and they certainly don't check to see if the trademark is taken. I remember calling myself a visibility coach in the beginning and getting a cease and desist letter because someone had that trademark. So I had to stop saying it. And then a couple years later, I had another company who launched their program, which was the same as my business name, and I had the trademark. So it's always a good idea, and I always recommend that my students look at the URL, whether it's GoDaddy or Namecheap or whatever, make sure that it's not reserved, and then see if the trademark is taken. You can do this really easily with a search online, and it will save you a lot of headaches and possible legal problems in the future. Number 3, start with a clear, low-cost product. There's nothing more frustrating than putting your heart and soul into a huge course or program or offer and not having it sell. I know that that happened to me, and I wish earlier on in my journey I would have put a nice little bundle together for a lower cost, anywhere from $27 to $47 to $97. That would have been an easier yes for my ideal client, where I then could have built a list of low-cost customers who I then could have upselled into whatever my program or course would have been. I think this would have been easier for me, and it certainly would have been more profitable. So that would be my recommendation, is to start with a lower cost products. Okay, at number 4, know the process before you hire it out. You're going to be tempted to just say, okay, I need an ad manager. I need this, I need that, and just to hire the person and not think about it. But more often than not, this is going to lead to frustration. You're not going to know the metrics to check. You're not going to know how to run that team. And so you're going to feel kind of powerless and even a victim to whoever you've hired. So it's really a great idea, even if you just make a small investment in a mini course, to somewhat understand the process so that you can be a good boss. An example of how I did this was actually with Pinterest. Learned the platform myself, took a couple of courses so I could at least understand what I was talking about before outsourcing it. This led to a lot of great hiring decisions on my part and a lot of great success. Last but not least, are you ready? Number 5, manage your finances. I don't care if you're on day 1, 100, or 1,000, you need to know how much money is coming in, how much is going out. When I got started, I did not have the luxury of a credit card, so I had to know down to the dollar what was coming in and out of my bank account. And I think that was a really beneficial practice for me, because now whenever I make an investment, I make sure that I have the income coming in to do so. So whether you're managing your finances in the software I use, which is Wave, or even if you've got it on a whiteboard next to your desk, a really great idea to understand what's coming in, what's going out on a regular basis. So that's it. Those are the 5 top tips that I wish someone would have told me before I began leading my company. I hope that one of them resonated with you. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm looking forward to seeing how your business grows.